What's going on, everybody? It's David Palmer, Leo King, and this is a special edition Uncut because everybody wants to know what's cracking with all this stuff happening this week, February 18th through about the 24th. You know, there's a lot happening here. This is not just, basic stuff. This is actually kind of complicated stuff. It's extreme shift point. If on a scale to 0 to 10, if I were to put the energy of this week, I'd put it at a 9. And so this show is about not doing it behind the green screen. You guys love this show because it's much more raw, me hanging out, me being more real, and be able to kind of explain the stuff that's happening a lot more. And so this one is, I think, a special edition because this week is definitely not one to play around with, because when you have a new moon in a rare aspect at the end of a sign moving into another sign at the same time, the universe is really kind of brewing up the karma fast, brewing up the destiny fast, and this is about answers. This is about understanding why you've been going through certain things. This is about learning to surrender, learning to end the things, end the patterns that you're sick of being in, and really kind of have a new start, have a new opportunity, have new things seed. This is powerful relationship aspects beyond most of them. That's because when you have the North Node in Libra, which rules relationships, and a Mars-Venus conjunction happening in the sign of Aries, opposing that with Uranus at the South Node, this is about wild relationship aspects. People really picking their teams, starting over, closing doors, and making the new entrances. So this is kind of extreme. We have 6 planets in Pisces as well this week, which is only for this one little moment after the new moon and between the Mars-Venus conjunction in Aries that moves in on Friday. So end of Wednesday, Thursday for a brief moment is about this kind of parallel universe, this kind of karma really setting in, this higher dimensional understanding your, spiritual self. It's explosive that comes on Friday with Mars-Venus conjunct with the moon, this new seed. This is like a double seeding moment. And this is about answers. I think everybody's been waiting for an answer. Everybody's been waiting around. What's going on? Where's this going? I don't know what 2015 is even doing. Am I going anywhere? Am I taking anything? Am I going to take my life in a direction? Am I going to actually go somewhere? Well, this week kind of shows you where to go, shows you what the answers are, shows you why you've been going through stuff. Aquarius, new moon, a second one is the universe saying, okay, pay attention to Aquarius, because it's doing a double new moon here. And this is about answers, epiphanies, understanding, putting all the dots together. But then it slips into Pisces where it goes, well, to get there, we've got a lot in your spiritual life that we're trying to connect with. We're trying to connect lots of karma, lots of spiritual attributes, unconscious aspects, closing lots of doors. Pisces is the house of closing the doors. Aries is the house of starting new ones. Not even about opening new doors, because I think that's more Sag, kind of seeing all the options. This is really about a real fresh new bang. A fresh new opportunity, a fresh start, an ability to start to define, too, what the hell you're going to do with this year. Because I think nobody knows what the hell they're doing this year yet. I think people are really confused, Based off this, it's I have no idea where this is going, right? So this gives the opportunity for people to finally figure out where it's going, what to do with it, and the direction to take. This is a time to really get the answer. This is about projects, relationships, Mars and Venus connecting, Mars in its natural sign. This is time to take action. Mercury's out of its, retrograde. It's ready to go forward. We got Saturn going direct for another, couple weeks here. We got a 6 weeks here of extreme energy coming with a solar eclipse, a lunar eclipse, Pluto-Uranus square. This next 6 weeks is the most dramatic 6 weeks that people have gone through in a long time. This is a grand finale, I'm calling it. And this is where all the answers start to come. You got to face things. You're going to be on edge. It's going to be exciting. It's going to, things are going to end. Your life's going to change dramatically. How you go about it, the way that you feel. Weird, exciting, crazy, little neurotic. I think this week is just the beginning of it all. Starting to see the answer. Starting to see that your intuition's right. Your intuition's been right the whole time. This week's about realizing that, holy cow, the universe has been knocking on your head and your soul and being this is what's going to happen, this is going to happen. But then you're just kind of well, I don't see it happening, And now it's starting to reveal itself. This is where manifestations start to pop up their head, out of the ether, out of the invisible energy. So all the invisible energy now is starting to come around and starting to float up. There's an explosion here. There's a Sun square Saturn this weekend that's all about facing your perceptions, your beliefs, and not limiting yourself. The universe is trying to seed all this stuff, but your belief structures are in the way. Your own rules, your own ability of not trying to move forward in new ways, your ability, you have to find new ways to move forward. You have to find more strength. You have to find the willpower to move forward. Now, you have to, do it in a balanced and more beautiful way with the North Node in Libra, but there's this aspect of finding a new way to use your courage, finding a new way that independence needs to find the correct partnership of the same independent values. Like if you're somebody who's, you like plants, but the people you're going into bed with hate plants, it ain't gonna work. Libra to me is really about, aligning with the exact identification of another person. Like, okay, it's like I do this and we're on the same page and then it works. It's like two pages working for each other. I don't think that the presidents or the founding fathers could have created the Declaration of Independence if they all weren't on the same page. Even though they might have different views, there was a common denominator. Libra is the common denominator here. And so this is forcing people to find common denominators in every aspect of their life now. And you might need to do the hard math in your life and erase or get rid of the equations that aren't creating common denominators anymore, which means that you have to X them out, which is difficult and not easy. And that also goes for in your own evolution, the patterns that you're ready to step out of. This is all about patterns that you're ready to step out of. This is ready to change your life dramatically, finally. Because you have the answer, because you get the juice, because the universe finally has aligned everything right for you to make that opportunity, for you to step onto it. We have been in kind of drifty, not understanding, not going anywhere water. And that's all finally shifting here this week. And the next 6 weeks are going to be the most intense 6 weeks you've seen in a long time. And I think a lot of relationships coming together, piecing out, unions, sacred projects, sacred business opportunities. This is the radical edge that we're all coming on the cliff, and we all need to kind of find everybody who we're jumping off this cliff with, because we're all going into a new self, a transformation that's blowing our minds, that's blowing our perceptions. We got eclipses coming. Eclipse season's right on the horizon here. New stories, new chapters, and this all lets you start to see the answers and face your beliefs and whether or not your beliefs are holding you back in subconscious aspects of yourself. Neptune-Saturn square starts to reveal where you got to dissolve parts of yourself that aren't for your better or higher consciousness now. And check your beliefs, check your perceptions. This is really, really exciting. So, this gives you the opportunity to really start to feel like you can change finally and move forward and take a new initiative. But it's going to be a 6-week here journey of this. But this is the start. And this is, we got Saturn getting ready to go retrograde here in March. And so this is the kickoff of this year. And it's starting to hit, and it's starting to be explosive. And it's really tapping into what you can start to let go of in yourself, unconscious patterns, your patterns that you feel stuck in, that you have to find new ways to get out of, that you have to align with the right people. And so this is the way that love is going to come in. Jupiter is going to go direct in April. We got Jupiter-Uranus starting to trine. This is going to be some radical, explosive, powerful new ways to move into your life and to explore areas that you've never been before. And these people and these new circumstances that's starting to come into your life this week are all part of it. So check out my app. You can get the daily horoscope every day. We also do my daily push notifications where I give you the exact astrology of what's happening every day on the app by the time. We got some awesome new stuff where you can input your birthday. I'm going to start implementing push notifications based off birthdays very soon. We've, of course, got the daily tarot, the daily relationship reading. It's all in the app, and you can subscribe and get access to that. Of course, I do this video. I have a lot of cool special videos that I've been putting up on YouTube lately. So make sure that you check all that stuff out. And I just want to thank you guys for everything. Thank you for all the support. I'm really excited to see where this all goes. I'm sure you can start to feel as you watch this video that we're on a really big path here of finally getting things going here. And I think it's going to be, you know, this is the spark and the excitement, but as the weeks progress, it gets more and more and more, and you'll look back as this was the weeks right here from this Mercury retrograde that we just finished to now and to this next 6 weeks that you'll see was the universe bringing a lot of powerful things together. And I think that the key is to surrender to that there is a higher power at work here. And when you connect with that, you'll be able to see it reveal itself right in front of you. Thanks so much for all the support, guys, and I'll see you guys next week.